I did not expect this. So we could maybe see a Duncan Robinson, Nikola Vucevic swap. Let's talk about it. Shout out HeatNation.com, Jonathan Sherman. So let's talk about this. So basically, we all know that this is a team in the Miami Heat that they kind of replaced Duncan Robinson with Max Strus. And they're probably going to re-sign Max Strus long term. Now, Nikola Vucevic has said he wants to stay in Chicago, and allegedly the Bulls would be cool with keeping him there. But a NBA executive recently mentioned Nikola Vucevic as a potential trade option for the Heat, as the executive talked about the idea of the Heat trading Duncan Robinson in exchange for Nikola Vucevic in a deal. So this is what this executive told Sean Devaney of Heavy.com. There are not a lot of teams actively looking for big guys now, especially frontline big guys. I think once the season gets going, if there's an injury, maybe that gets revisited. But probably the only team we'd have to see how things shake out there is Miami. They wanted to make a big move, and they did not yet. The executive went on further detail about what a deal could look like. The Bulls have interest in Duncan Robinson before, and the Heat really wanted Vooch. That could be the basis of the deal. Vooch for Robinson. The Heat would have to add Omer, year to 7, give Chicago a big guy to work with, while the Bulls will probably want them to take back Tony Bradley just to have a little bit more money under the tax in case they want to add a guy mid-season. Now, Vooch was cool, but he had a down year compared to the year before. To Vooch, the year before was astronomical. Okay, Vooch is like that whole year where he split time with the Magic and the Bulls. This guy was shooting basically 40% from 3, 48% from the field, averaging like 22, 23 points a night on almost 12 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a little over half a block. But this past season, he averaged a block, a steal a game, 3 assists, 11 rebounds, but fell down to 31.5% from 3, 17.5 points. Still believe Vooch is good. I mean, he is getting up there in age, and I've always been a big Vooch fan. I would love a Vooch, Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler, Victor Oladipo, Kyle Lowry, Tyler Hero. Also, people don't realize Nikola Vucevic for his career has 105.8 defensive rating. He is a plus defender. Last year, he had 190.6, okay, which is league average. Guess what his worst year defensively was? The year that he spent some time, half the season with the Magic and then the other half with the Bulls, where he was 110, just a little below league average. This guy, rookie year, 96.8 defensive rating. Second year, 105. Third year, 103. Fourth year, 106. Fifth year, I believe. Yeah, fifth year, 105. Sixth year, 105. Seventh year, 105. Eighth year, 103. Ninth year, 107. So this is a guy who's always been a plus defender. Like, defensive rating. Like, when he's on the floor, he gives out plus defense. I'm not saying he's a great defender. He's not a rim protector shot, but he plays team defense. Okay, that's something that's undervalued. So he could really be a solid offensive weapon for Miami. Be a way better defensive player for Miami. Yeah, I think that one's the most interesting. I think Vooch potentially being able to become a Chicago, like I liked him on the Chicago Bulls, but him going back to Miami seems like Orlando's his home state, baby. I mean, like, seriously, this guy seems to have like the state of Florida. And who can blame him? No income tax, and he could play for a team like, I don't know. If I was him, I think it's a good deal. It's a good deal, and why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to go and do this? I think it's actually a great idea. This is where I want to hear your thoughts down below. Are you guys on the same page as me, or am I just being stupid? I don't know. I just think that if they could trade for Vooch, that's way better than Duncan Robinson. You have Max Strus. He's going to replace Duncan. He already did replace Duncan. So, in my opinion, win-win situation for everyone. I think Vooch, because he's a good team defender, would schematically be a better fit. I really do believe that schematically he's a way better fit than Duncan Robinson. I don't think Duncan Robinson's a bum. Like, I think Duncan Robinson, what this would allow them, they would start Drummond. Year 7 would be the backup. Then Duncan Robinson with Kobe White would come off the bench, give them some shooting. Because this is something that one could argue is that they've needed. They've needed three-point shooting. It was something that they were, they didn't have good shooting. I think the Bulls would very much benefit. No picks involved. No picks. No picks. No reason for picks. Vooch is a little bit older. His deal's expiring. Duncan's on a long-term deal. Vooch, I believe the Heat would get his bird right. So they could, hypothetically retain him if they wanted to. And I think that whole scenario, pretty funny. I would love to see, though, Nikola Vucevic on, on a team like, the Heat. Okay, I've always thought that'd be cool. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. What do you guys think of this? What would your trade be? I don't know. Let me hear your thoughts. I think that's it. Go check out my NFL channel down below. And link in the description. Same thing with my NBA show. I have an NBA show we do live Monday through Friday. Tomorrow's at 9 a.m. but for the rest of the time, it'll be 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So go check it out. It's a good time. We have a blast. I love making it. So I love y'all. Have a great day. Till next time, guys. We're waiting for this to stop loading. There we go. Okay, look at this. Your boy did it real quick. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What up, YouTube? Yes, remember Jolioli? Custom Go 420.